Today we're creating a landscape oasis for your swimming pool. Mark, a lot of people have swimming pools in this region, and this swimming pool is fabulous, but I tell you what, the entire property here is amazing, isn't it?
It's beautiful, and it's on a pretty big scale. It's not your typical subdivision. The homes in the subdivision are blessed with quite a bit of acreage.
Yes, we are in Edwardsburg, Michigan, and Mark, this is a client of yours that you've been helping for some time now, right?
Absolutely. I think about 4 or 5 years ago, Fireside Homes built this custom home here. It's an incredible home. And we started out just with seeding the lawn and landscaping the front of the house. And then each year we've been invited back to do a little bit more. And this has to be my favorite project of all.
Now, you've told me before that about 75% of your clientele, landscape clientele, actually do their work in stages, right?
Absolutely. It's very common, unless you win the lottery, and how often does that happen?
Yeah.
Never for me.
That's right. Me
I
either.
don't play. But it also gives you something to look forward to. It allows the homeowner plenty of time to give each stage and project a lot of thought, and we get really some good results that way.
Well, you've got a lot of great looking privacy plantings here. You've got a tremendous attraction right here, and maybe this is where we start, huh?
It is. And the challenge here, Craig, was that the homeowners not only wanted to enjoy this when they're out here with their swimming pool, but we've got a lot of windows on the back of the house as well as this outdoor living area. And we wanted to position this so it could be enjoyed just as much inside as it could be outdoors here. And with the sound of these falling waters, we've got about a 36-inch drop there. You can be anywhere inside the back of the house just with the windows open a little crack, and you're going to be able to hear the sound of the falling waters. This is incredibly relaxing.
Now, what determines how much of a drop? The homeowner, or is it something you suggest?
Great question. So we really want it to be in proportion, and we're working with scale here. And typically the larger the pond is, the larger the waterfall is. So, if we just had a real small little body of water there and a big waterfall, it just would be so out of proportion. So, but obviously the larger the waterfall, the more water we can pump through it, it's going to generate a lot more of the sound of the falling waters.
And now the homeowners love it. The birds, though, love it too. Year round, you're telling me.
Absolutely. Homeowners here love attracting birds, and the neat thing about the way we construct our ponds and waterfalls is that they actually can operate 24/7, 12 months a year. And here in Michiana, with our winters, it's really hard for birds to find a good source of water when it's cold in the wintertime. And so this is especially a bird magnet during the middle of the wintertime because of the water is always moving. Birds are going to be flocking here to get a drink.
I love that. It really serves a practical purpose, and it looks so great.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, nice job. Tell us about some of the plantings around the pond and waterfall.
Well, over here, these little dwarf evergreens that we just walked by, those are some of our little dwarf Hinoki cypress, and those do a great job of repelling mosquitoes. We've strategically placed them by the outdoor living areas and the swimming pool here. We also took into consideration traffic flow. We're at the back corner of the house. We wanted to allow not only the homeowners, but the homeowners' guests to be able to easily access going around the house and enjoy the beautiful grounds that we've established here. Craig, directly behind us, you're going to see a layer of evergreens. We've got these dwarf blue spruce up close here. Those are some hybrid blue spruce. They stop growing at about 15 feet in height and only get to be about 10 feet in width. And then way beyond that, we've planted some white pines, which grow a lot faster, and that's going to make a nice buffer, not only for this homeowner, but for the neighbors as well.
Sure, so both homeowners love it, don't they?
Absolutely. And then what we did when we excavated the pond here, we actually repurposed a lot of the soil that got used for the waterfall, as well as bringing in some additional soil. And then also to help with privacy here for the swimming pool, we put in these hemlocks here, which will do a nice job as they grow together over the years.
This is absolutely a beautiful property. I love it out here. And to combine both the pond and the pool, and I mean, talk about the planning that goes into something like this.
You can vacation in your own backyard.
Yeah, I think we heard about a staycation a week or two ago, didn't we?
Absolutely, same situation here.
Yeah.
You're going to see some aquatic plants that we've incorporated into the pond here. We just introduced some Japanese koi because they're in a new environment. They're kind of
ask you about
yeah. There's 5 Japanese koi down there, and we also put in a fish tunnel. And if the viewers aren't familiar with it, what a fish tunnel is or the purpose, we actually take some of our rocks and we create a safe habitat for the fish. And if they would sense a predator, such as a heron or a raccoon, they actually can swim. They're smart enough that they can swim and go through that tunnel and stay there and kind of keep an eye out until the predator is gone, then they come back out. But they're in a new environment, so right now they're a little shy.
Understand. Well, what else do you have going on here, Mark?
A lot of low maintenance plants and things for color. We've got a super cool little miniature purple weeping beech there. Nice cool. Dramatic weeping branch structure. And then strategically placed in between the hemlocks there, we've got some taller ornamental grasses. They're zebra grasses, which have a variegated green and white stripe. That's how they get their name, zebra grass. Craig, those are going to reach to be about 5-6 feet in height. They will fill in the gaps of those hemlocks until the hemlocks have had a chance to grow together.
Very good. Mark, when you first visited with this homeowner, did they envision this at some point? I mean, did they know out of the blocks exactly what they were going to be developing?
You know what? They did have a goal, and the goal was a pond, a waterfall, and privacy plantings, and then we took it from there.
Gotcha. Well, tell us some more about what's happening.
Well, you're going to see a lot of dwarf miniature plants incorporated in here. We've got a little dwarf tom thumb cotoneaster there. Another one that does a great job of attracting birds because in the fall and the wintertime it has a little red berry. We've got ornamental grasses around the pond here just to naturalize it. And this is probably one of the most precious little Japanese maples. This is called a Shana Japanese maple. And it just does a nice job of shaping itself in a little globe shape that's top grafted, and so that tree trunk will never get much taller than 3.5–4 feet in height, and that is the wow here. We actually built the boulder retaining wall around that, and what I like is it maintains that deep red, almost burgundy colored leaf all spring, summer, and fall.
I'm struck by how straight it stands. Man.
It's a cute little tree, and it'll
really
remain a dwarf.
Very good. What else here, Mark?
Well, we've got a lot of our low maintenance roses here. These are drift roses, and these bloom nonstop throughout the season, all spring, summer, and fall. We just experienced a hard rain, and so some of the flower petals have come off of here, but they're actually rebudding and going to continue to put on a nice show.
Any debate as to what to use for ground cover here at all?
Oh, that actually was an easy answer. We started out using our native stone ground cover, typically referred to as washed river gravel. We've got it around the rest of the house, and so basically it's just a nice continuation of it. And with the lighter color of that stone, our colorful plants do a nice job of contrasting
really
that
nice
way.
Contrast. Yep, nice. What else out here, Mark?
Well, we've got some spireas here. These are gold mist spireas. They've got bright golden colored leaves, and Craig, during the summertime, these are going to have clusters of blue flowers. They're going to get to be about 2–3 feet in height and about the same in width. We really are concentrating on a lot of plants that will provide color during the summertime, just simply because we're landscaping around a swimming pool, and that's when we want maximum color.
I think we saw a weeping Alaskan
cedar.
Yeah,
very good.
A couple weeks ago, didn't
we did. It's really admired and valued for the beautiful, soft, weeping branch structure here. And that is the wow that we've got here. And then the blue mist spireas continue around it. A nice contrast of color as well as texture.
Well, Mark, this is just a snapshot of what you've done out here. There's some more privacy plantings just over the other side of the pool that we want to show the folks at home. So what do you say we travel over that way?
Let's go.
a toy barn right over our shoulder, Mark, and some perennials around us. This is pretty cool out here.
Well, thank you. The goal here was that we needed some privacy plantings to block the view from the street, and we just wanted to soften the toy barn here. And so what we came up with was this island bed. It incorporates these Fat Albert blue spruce, these hybrid blue spruce. So you've got the most beautiful blue color. And then the focal point is this beautiful blood-good Japanese maple, which gives us a pop of red. And then we've also introduced some other color here. We've got bright gold thread cypress, and so we've got nice contrasting colors as well as textures. And then, Craig, we also have summer blooming perennials, and the crocosmia, which you can just start seeing some flower buds coming up from those. Those are going to be blooming all summer long, and with beautiful red exotic-like type of flowers, and they'll put on quite a show when they attract hummingbirds and butterflies.
Well, this is quite a landscape oasis for a swimming pool, and man, what a great outdoor living area. I mean, from top to bottom here, right, for the homeowner.
I wouldn't mind living here myself.
It's been fun. Well, plenty of ideas for you at home. Check it out at lintons.com or give Mark a call. Much more coming up. Stay with us. We'll be right back.